Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. So my name is Liv.
And I'm Gunner.
And this is our first YouTube video. So for our first video, I wanted to do a Q&A. So I asked you guys on Twitter to send us questions, and I posted it on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and then even Facebook last minute. So I had you guys asking me questions, and then he put it on his Twitter and Instagram, so then y'all asked him some questions. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and jump on into the video.
Let's get it.
Okay, so you guys asked those questions, but I did get a lot of questions that were like more geared toward just me. I'm just gonna go ahead and answer those questions first, and then I'll jump into the questions about us. So the first question that I got was, when did you know that makeup was going to be your thing? I didn't start wearing makeup until high school. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until high school, and even then, like, it was very light, minimal makeup. I think freshman year I actually did get like my first naked palette, and I was like, ooh, like I asked for it and I finally got like something big, and so I kind of started playing with that, and then that's when I used to use Pinterest. I'm not really a Pinterest person, but back like in freshman, sophomore year I did, and I would just like look up different makeup looks and stuff. So I started like playing with it then, but I didn't actually like start wearing full like face until junior year. And junior year, I actually, our high school had, our CTE program offered cosmetology. So I actually did cosmetology throughout high school, and actually am licensed. I don't use my license, but I have it. And so yeah, I did cosmetology throughout high school. Junior year is when I really like actually grew a love for makeup. The second question is kind of similar. First it says, why did you choose to get into makeup? What motivated you? Well, like I said, I got into makeup in high school just because honestly I liked it, and makeup is literally an art. There's really no right or wrong ways to makeup, and what I love about it is that's where I get to show my creativity, because I used to always say I wasn't creative and like I'm not a creative person, like blah blah blah. And then I realized, like, I really am when it comes to makeup, and that's kind of where I let it show. Like,
even though in high school she really didn't wear a lot of makeup, I still thought she was beautiful. But that's just me.
Do you have oily or dry / combination skin? I used to have really oily skin. I think now I'm more like combination. I'm not as oily as I used to be, but I don't get oily like in my T-zone. I literally get oily like on my cheeks and like my forehead. I'm not really the typical like nose and forehead. Another question is, what's your favorite foundation? My favorite foundation, so I'll pick a drugstore and a high-end. My favorite drugstore foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me, the matte and poreless one. And my favorite high-end foundation, I haven't actually used it in a while, but my favorite one I would have to say is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD one. And then so my next question was, is it different from being with the girl than with the dude? So yes, it's obviously different. I mean, I've been with guys, but I've also been with girls. Pretty equally, actually. Yeah, it's different. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe how it's different besides the obvious that anyone can see. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it, but it's different. I'll say that. It's different. This one says, favorite throwback song. I have a lot, so I don't know.
You see, I like listening to country, but like country like in the 90s. And I would have to say, I mean, one of my songs would be Neon Moon. I mean, it's a classic. Every time it comes on at a party or a family gathering, everybody comes around, sings their hearts out. You can never go wrong.
I really used to like the Pussycat Dolls, so I like Stick With You by the Pussycat Dolls. I like a lot more of their songs, but that's one that I can think of.
Or Shaggy Wasn't Me. Says, when is Olivia doing your makeup? See, if y'all don't already know, she has her own channel doing makeup, this and that. And I did her makeup one video, and we had made a little bet that she'll get
so many likes, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was like 80 or something like that, that I agreed to let her do my makeup. She hasn't got there yet. I think she's close, but she hasn't got there yet, so...
It's an old video, so I don't know, but regardless of the likes on that video, he's gonna let me do his makeup. He just doesn't know
if
yet.
y'all want to see that, go to her channel, look at that video, get it to, what, 80, 90?
Not even that. Like, if we get this video to... We'll just do it again. 75 likes for this video, then I'll do his makeup.
For y'all. Alright, if y'all don't already know, we have a dog named Daisy.
That's my baby.
Mine too.
Our baby,
yeah.
but my baby.
And we have a question. How old is your dog, and how does you get it? How does you get it?
She's like a year and 4 months, I would say. I would show you her, but she walked out of home, so she's not coming back to her dad. Well, first off, she's an accident. So, yeah, she just kind of happened. She was a litter of 13 puppies. I was friends with them, and it just kind of went from there. And now she's my baby. So I picked her out from the litter when she was 2 weeks old, and I've been attached to her ever since. Well, should I say she picked me out from the litter. I held all the puppies, or most of them, and she was the one that was just licking my hands. I was like, oh, she's mine. So, yeah, that's how I got her.
She's half blue nose pit.
Yeah, and half bull mastiff.
And we actually went to go see her brothers and sisters the other day, and I thought she was huge, but no, she's the smallest and the lightest. And I told her, like, Daisy, I'm sorry, I'm never gonna what did I say? Complain about how heavy you are, because you are the lightest one. And yeah, she loves to cuddle, by the way.
She's my cuddle buddy. How were you able to tell Liv you liked her more than friends?
That's... I've been having a little thing for her during high school. But during high school, we were best friends. And, you know, I was cool with it. And then sometime...
Didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I really did.
But to be cool with
But I
it.
still kept faith, you know? And, so 2 years went by after high school, and it's kind of funny because I had a little prep talk with one of my homeboys, because we always talk about, like, you know, hey, take a chance, you know, what if. So one night we were talking about it, and we practiced, like, if he was her and I was telling her how I felt. And so I was pretty much pouring my heart out, this and that. We're pretty much practicing, you know, for the big day. And so whenever she came down from college one weekend, I had told him, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna tell her, and if she wants to, you know, awesome. But if not, you know, cool. We still be best friends. Nothing's gonna change. So she comes down. I come to the house. You know, everything's normal. We say hi, we chill. And later towards the night, she actually tells me that, hey, I gotta tell you something. Don't forget to remind me.
I stalled so hard.
And I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna forget. But me not thinking, like, okay, she's just gonna tell me, like, a story in college, or that happened.
It's because in high school I was all about story times.
Oh man. Like, alright, we ain't gonna jump to that.
That's a whole nother thing itself.
That's a whole nother story time right there. So later that night, I reminded her, so went to her room and asked her, like, hey, what's up? And like she said, she was stalling a lot. And, you know, me being patient, I was just there waiting for her to say something. But no, she just kept.
I stalled when he says for a long time. This is a long time. I think it was literally 3 hours. Yeah. Okay, if he says 3, then yeah, it was 3 hours.
And, you know, she kind of said some stuff about, like, the dream.
Because I had a dream about us, like, having something. So I told him about the dream, but I didn't actually tell him anything after that. But I felt like he was kind of putting the pieces together himself, because I didn't want to say anything. But all I told him was about the dream. So from there, I mean, he could take it however he wanted, but I still was gonna talk to him. I just hadn't, and I couldn't. I don't know why, but
also with her dream, she had posted it on Snapchat or Twitter or something. I have seen it, and I slid up or DM'd her. I was like, hey, what was the dream about? And at first she was really hesitant to tell me, and then she was like, oh, it was about you. I was like, okay, so what happened? And she didn't want to tell me, so I knew there was a little hint right there. And so that night she hesitated for 3 hours, told me about her dream, and then I was like, you know what? I can't take it no more. This is call it night. So it was like we're on what, Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
It was actually Thanksgiving Day that we woke up, went to go see Mom.
Yeah, we went to my dad's house, my dad's family's house, and then we came back and then went over there.
Yeah. We did that, and then went to go see her mom, and then we came back. I was driving the car, came back into the driveway, parked the car, and I locked the door because she was trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, look.
Well, you said something before we even pulled up. You were like, okay, so I gotta ask you something. And then you tried to be like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, that's not what you have to ask me, because I knew what you were on to, but I was glad that he asked me before I asked him. So then he was like, what is this? Like, what are we? Because we had already kind of been acting like we were a thing, but we were really low key about it, and like only like my cousin and one of my other good friends like knew, but that was it. And eventually like we kind of started letting them know more and more, and then like we had a friends miss, and then that's when everybody found out. That's when I put it on Snapchat, and it started blowing up. And yeah, but before like it blew up or whatever, like he asked me, you know, like what are we? And I was just like, oh. And then we talked about it. And
yeah, we had that conversation in her car. And then yeah, since that picture from Christmas, you know, blew up, and after that, you know, she said she won't be low key no more, and that she was sure that this is what she wanted. And since then, you know, asked her New Year's Day, and it's been great ever since.
Yeah. All right, so this question says, how did y'all meet? We have known each other since kindergarten.
Yeah.
So that's how we met.
Shout out to Miss Broom.
In kindergarten class.
Miss Broom's class.
So I don't know how easy this question will be, but it says, what was his first impression of you? I don't know. I mean, he was 5, so.
Yeah, I mean, even though we really don't remember, I still know that we were best friends at the time, and her mom does have pictures of us when we were really little together.
And our kindergarten shirts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still have our kindergarten shirts.
And the next question, somebody says, is it hard when you're at school and Gun's back here at home? You see, that question's kind of hard to answer because as long as like we've been a couple, this last semester came home like literally every weekend. So we weren't really away from each other, but like during the week. And then with that, I only had school Monday through Wednesday, so I would come home on Wednesday and go back on Sunday. And then one day I went back on Monday morning, so then I started doing that to where I was literally only gone for like Monday night, Tuesday night, and then I was home the rest of the week. But even doing that was like hard because whenever I would come home, he would be here, and then like I got so used to sleeping with him that it was hard when I didn't, like when I had to sleep without him.
But she's lucky though, because she has Daisy to sleep with.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I can't sleep without my dog. So now it's kind of like I either have to have him or her, but if I don't have him, I have to have her. Somebody said, how are things different from being BFFs now that y'all are in love?
No, actually, I feel like it's the same.
Yeah. We were actually talking about this the other day. He was like, you know, sometimes I forget we're dating. And I just laughed because I was like, honestly, like me too. And then I told him, I was like, you know, we feel like that, like we forget that we're dating each other, but at the same time, it's like, I told him, we don't let each other forget that we're loved. So it's like, at the same time, it's like, he's my best friend, but like, we know that we love each other and stuff, so it's like, we know we still have that.
Yeah, but everything's still the same, like we still have fun, really joke around.
Gunner, what is your favorite thing about Olivia? and then vice versa. But yeah,
so I go first. Okay. So, favorite thing about you? I mean, I can't really pick because there's so much I do like about you. Even though she does have a lot of things that she doesn't like herself, you know, but I still think she's beautiful all the way around. But if I do have to pick, I would probably say your smile.
Oh, my favorite thing about Gunner, obviously, he's handsome. Just look at this face. Okay, stop. Anyways, my favorite thing about him is that he's a very caring person, but that he'll put people before himself. I don't know if he really realizes that much, but I feel like a lot of people notice that he'll put everyone before himself, and he's a big family person, which is really big to me, so I like that about him. One of our questions is, who said I love you first?
Go ahead, tell me.
That would be me. I wanted to throw up.
Okay.
No, but I don't know. I've been in so many like one-sided relationships in the past, and it's just like I told myself the next like relationship I was in, next serious one, that I wasn't going to say it first, even if I felt it, just because I didn't want to get hurt in the end, which obviously I knew he's not going to hurt me, but I just didn't want to put myself out there like that. I didn't want to seem vulnerable, so that's why I say I wanted to throw up. And literally I felt so nauseous that when I realized it, I just wrote it down on my phone. I left a note, I wrote it, left it there. I don't know how long I actually waited. I honestly think it was only a few days. And we were sitting in the car, and we were listening to the radio, and I was singing to him. And that's when I realized, but I didn't say anything, and I just wrote a note, left it at that. Then a few days later, I'm pretty sure the same song came on, and I was singing to him again, and I just got really quiet, and I felt really nauseous, and I just gave him my phone to read the note, and he was like, what is this? And I just like told him to read it, and so he starts reading out loud, then he starts like reading it quietly, and I was just like, like I'm just like literally so nauseous as he's reading it. And
because what she had put down, it caught me by surprise, just the way she was saying it. You know, I really wasn't expecting it, but I was also surprised that, you know, that's how she really felt, you know. But even though I felt like that too, that's why, you know, after I read it, I talked about it, and I told her, you know, I just want to make sure that actually when you say it, you mean it. And I know she means it every time. And, you know, I take it to my heart every time. But yeah, she was the first one to say it, and then after that, you know, I told her too. I
mean, I don't blame him either. Like, I mean, God, he waited for a long time
since kindergarten
to be with me. Like, I don't blame him for not wanting to say it unless I did, but at the same time I was just like, I was nervous even though like I already knew, but I don't know, I just didn't want to be the first one to say it. Like, I didn't want to be vulnerable. And so when he read it, he didn't tell me. Like, he didn't want to tell me because, like he said, he wanted to make sure. He didn't want to just jump into things, and we weren't even together yet. So I understand that too, you know, feeling like we're moving too fast. But at the same time, I was just like, ugh, like, because he wasn't saying anything, and it made me feel even more nauseous. And I was just like, oh my God, can you say something? And after a long time, he ended up telling me back, but I said it first. And in the note, I even said that I was probably going to be the one to say it first.
Yeah, she
said, who do you think would win in a fight? A 10-foot lizard bear man hybrid or Batman?
Well, see, I don't like Batman.
Yeah, I don't either. So I was going to say the hybrid thing because Batman literally can't do anything.
He has no powers.
He's just rich. That's literally it. So, yeah, I definitely think the lizard bear man would win because Batman's also not 10 foot, so yeah.
That was a good question though.
if y'all stay together long enough to have kids, how many do you guys want? I personally don't want any more than 4 kids. I want 3 kids, but if I get to 4, my tubes are getting tight because I'm not having any more than 4 kids.
Same with that, but I told her that, you know, even though we get to like, you know, the max number and I have no boy, I gotta have a boy. Because I'm the last one to carry my name in the family. And if I don't have no boy, I die. So, there's a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah, I told him I want a boy first. No pressure.
Yeah, no.
Favorite memory? No, I have so many.
Well, my favorite memory is, one of them, is that in high school, I can't remember what grade it was, but it was actually our first date.
It was sophomore year.
Sophomore year?
I think it was sophomore year.
When you wore that white and black dress?
How did I know you were already going to say that? I already knew he was going to say that.
And it was actually first time me actually taking her out to eat. Just one-on-one,
I bet he was nervous.
I was real nervous.
I told him, I'm like, damn, you must have loved me because I would have given up. I wouldn't have had the patience for myself.
How you gonna give up on this?
I think one of my favorite memories was, I think it was a few days after Christmas. We went ice skating with my family. And we went ice skating, and then we went to Pluckers, which is our favorite place to eat, which is a wing bar if you're not from Texas and you don't know what it is.
You're missing out.
Yeah, which is really sad, like that there's not anymore. But anyways, yeah, so we went to go ice skating, and it was your first time ice skating, right?
It was.
So it was his first
and
time, but
too, right?
but he did really good. I don't know if it was. No, I think we had already been to Pluckers.
Okay.
But yeah, it was his first time ice skating, and yeah, it was really fun. Did you guys ever look at each other differently while y'all were friends and just never said anything? Honestly, I always had that like what if mentality in the back of my head, but I never did anything about it because I was just like, no, maybe it's just me like thinking too much. So I never actually did or said anything about it. But there was always that like what if.
Like I already know, we done said plenty of times that I waited, I thought a lot. But there was this time in high school where I kind of shot my shot, and she kind of like blocked it, but still wanted.
When?
It wasn't like nothing like major, but I was pretty much like telling her like, hey, make sure this dude treats you right. That I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, because you're my best friend. I love you like that. And I was pretty much like telling her how I felt in kind of a sweet way. And she had actually texted one of our friends a screenshot. And
I don't remember this.
I remember everything. And she had told our friend that that she saw what I was trying to tell her, but she just wanted to be friends, She don't, yeah. And I took it like that, like, okay, it's all right. We're still gonna be friends. Nothing's gonna change. It's not gonna be awkward. And like I waited, and yeah, nothing really changed.
Along with that, I actually told him, like we talked about it, and I told him like, regardless of like how long you waited, I apologize because it was a long time. Like, I did tell him I'm glad that we didn't try to be anything in high school because we wouldn't be here now. I know we wouldn't be here now. I'm glad that we did wait because I know things would be a lot different if we hadn't. Biggest pet peeve about each other. I hate feet, and he touches me with his feet when we're laying down. I hate feet.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Anyways, he doesn't hate feet like I do, so it doesn't bother him. But I hate when he rubs his feet against me, and then he knows it makes me mad, so that he does it on purpose.
But yeah, she likes to put her feet on me.
I don't realize it, but like he doesn't complain about it. Like that's not one of his pet peeves, so I don't see why it's a big deal. But I hate it. Also, another pet peeve, actually. Actually, but this is probably one of his about me too. We're very soft-spoken, so we don't speak up. Yeah. And so he'll say something, and I'll be like, what? And then he'll say it again, and I still don't hear him. And then I'll say, what? And then he'll say it again, but he says it louder and like with an attitude. And he says he doesn't have an attitude, but he does. Which, I mean, I know that obviously he does, because whenever I get asked what over and over again, I'll have an attitude when I say it again. But it's just like, we don't mean to do that, but it's just kind of like, we also don't realize that we're very soft-spoken. So, I don't know if that's one of his about me, but...
Oh, actually it is, because I hate repeating myself.
Me too.
I hate it. So when she like just said that I had to say over and over again, then say with attitude, that's just me being annoyed, you know? Like me, I don't think I talk so soft, but I guess I do.
For a guy.
Yeah, sorry.
What is your definition of cheating? So I actually seen this one earlier, so I thought about it when I was in the shower. To me, I think I would have to say something, not necessarily, it doesn't even have to be physical, but physically, verbally, between another person that isn't your significant other, that you wouldn't want them doing.
She pretty much said it. I mean, like, I'm not the real jealous type. The love that we have with each other, you know, the trust that we have is too strong, and, you know, we're not really, like, strict, like, hey, let me see your phone. Who you texting? It's not like that. But, like, what she just said is true.
Would y'all be willing to relocate for either one of y'all's jobs? Yes, but it also depends where, how long. Like, it's just a lot of factors that will go into it. But I did tell him when I graduate that I don't want to come home, that I would like to stay in the area where I go to college, which is 3 hours away. And I would like to get a job over there. I would love to work in San Antonio, but I don't know if there's many jobs for my major or something that I'd be super passionate about in San Antonio. So if not, I would just stay in San Marcos where I go to school and then make that commute to where, because in San Marcos you have San Antonio one way, Austin the other way, New Braunfels. So I just love that area, how there's like everything around you. So I would like to live there if I found a job there. If not, I would come home, but I don't want to stay home. So that's up to him, I guess, to answer that question. I don't really know.
I mean, I did have a lot of thought about that, because like she said, her major and what she does, you know, and we both said that, you know, we want to travel. So, you know, I'm all for her career, you know, so if we go somewhere, I'm down to go. That's why now I'm trying to take care of the basics and have a degree where I'd be able to settle down anywhere, find a job, no problem. That's why if you want to go to this place, we go, settle down, and then we got to transfer again, we'll be okay, we'll be set. So yeah, I mean, I'm down to move whenever, like maybe tomorrow.
This one says, what is y'all's favorite thing to do together?
A lot of things.
Honestly, as long as I'm with him, I'm Gucci. But I'd probably say my favorite thing to do with him is Pluckers. Or just chill and watch Friends.
Yeah, I mean, we're either eating together, doing something crazy.
Always eating.
Yeah. Yeah, and our show is Friends. She started watching before me, and at first I was like...
Then he could relate to Ross, so then he got into the show.
If y'all know the show, then you understand. I am Ross with Rachel.
But then we keep watching, and I'm like, nah, I think we're more Chandler and Monica now, so... Yeah. Alright, so I guess that just about wraps up this video. I know it was a long one, but yeah, that's our first video. If you'd like to see more of us, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on the little notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we upload a video. We are going to be going to Destin, Florida next week, so yes, we're definitely going to be vlogging there. Probably gonna get a GoPro, so look forward to seeing those videos from Florida. So definitely you'll want to not miss out on those. Alright, so we'll see you later, guys. Bye!